Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. So I was going through some of my older stuff, and I found a video compilation that I had done about Harry, pictures before Meghan, after Meghan, before Meghan, after, that kind of thing. And I decided to take that video compilation, go through it, add to it, update it, and re-put it up for you guys. So you have all of that to look at. And then after that, we've got our stories about royals. We have Harry, we have Meghan, we have Edward, we have another Duchess to look at. And then I've got an update. Instead of Finn, we're doing Toodles and Tigger. So let's just jump in with both feet and get there, shall we? Let's go. First thing I want to say is thank you to everybody for the correction. I realized what I did almost immediately, but the video had already been put up. It was running. There was nothing I could do about it. I am aware that this is Harvey Weinstein, not Jeffrey Epstein, although they both suck and they're both dirtbags. But I'm sure if I dug hard enough, I would probably find a photo of Oprah with the other guy, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, now let's move on to what's going on today. You know, when I see these older pictures of Meghan and, every time her mask slipped and she wasn't, always on her best behavior and, you could just literally see the conniving in her eyes. This is what I'm going to do. Back up. This picture was taken while she was at a table and there was another woman talking to Harry. Look at the look on her face. She's like, back away, back away. Anyway, you guys have seen all of these photos before. We've gone through this so many times. You guys have seen these videos before. I've shown these to you multiple times. After Meghan married Harry, she was so jealous of Catherine. She just couldn't keep her mask in place. She was always watching her to see what she was doing. And we also know that Meghan wanted to be Diana 2.0, but let's be honest, Diana was about others. Meghan is about herself. She always has been. So as I explained in the beginning, I found a video compilation before Meghan, after Meghan, before Meghan, after Meghan. Anyway, I decided to update it as I've already explained, and now I'm going to play it for you guys, okay? So just look at the way Harry used to be compared to the way Harry is now. All right, let's go. Is it just me, you guys, or did she literally just kill his spirit? Like she just sucked the life right out of that man. What a shame. So while we're looking at the picture of Harry at the parade, look at this picture. We know that there's no way that Meghan would go anywhere. She merches every time she goes, and sure enough, here she is. She's merching the shoes. It's all come out on Instagram. Give me a break. Just once, give me a break. Now, I'm going back to these pictures for a very specific reason. Word is that the reason that they were sitting on the curb, literally in the gutter, they were trying to make themselves look more like the common person. Look at us. We're sitting on the curb. There's not 10 security people around us. No chairs. We're normal people just like you. It's part of the whole new let's craft a new image push that's going on because the UK doesn't want them back, and polls have shown that over half of the United States doesn't want them either. Now, with that being said, the stories have come out that Harry is very jaded with the LA life, so now he's decided he wants to do 6 months in LA and 6 months in the UK. Who here thinks that that will never happen? I'm raising my hand, by the way, and let me tell you why that will never happen. It will never happen because, number one, he will never be able to step away from his children for 6 months at a time. Number two, Meghan, who hates the UK, will never let those children go there without her. So that's going to be an issue. And number three, she will never agree to live in the UK for 6 months at a time. Number four, the UK taxpayer doesn't want to provide them protection or anything else since they're non-working royals. Living in the UK for 6 months doesn't mean they're working for the UK during those 6 months. That whole statement that they put out about how they were going to uphold Her Majesty's values and, they were going to do the half in, half out thing. No. Now, there is some talk that Charles is going to allow that once he becomes king. I don't believe that for a second. I think Charles has to bow to public opinion in the UK, and the public's opinion is they don't want them. I don't believe for 1 second that William trusts him. I think William is going to be giving Charles an earful. I think it's just not going to work out that way. You know what I'm saying? All right, next up, it's being reported that Harry is going to deliver the keynote address at the UN General Assembly's commemoration of Nelson Mandela International Day on July 18th. So we can imagine what's going to happen. Meghan is never going to let him go alone. The Netflix cameras will be there. Meghan will be dressed to the nines in hundreds of thousands of dollars of jewelry and clothing. She will be merching. And Harry, who is one of the most privileged white men on the planet, is going to talk about Nelson Mandela's hardships. Right. We're going to hear a bunch of word salad. I'm sure his speech is being written by Meghan. So you're going to hear the typical buzzwords that you always hear over and over and over again. And it's basically going to turn this event into a circus. What a shame. Figures they would choose Harry to honor one of the most influential black men on the face of the earth. Harry, who wore a Nazi uniform to a costume party. I do find that interesting, especially since the Sussex squad is running around saying that William is the one who's a racist, but yet nobody can come up with one picture of William dressed like this. All right, moving on. All right, next up, the Earl of Wessex, Edward, visited Kingston this past Friday to celebrate the heritage of England's oldest royal borough. He met school children and community groups at the newly restored Coronation Stone for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Fabulous. Next up, Tom Cruise, who we all know is still in the UK, and we're also aware that he was recently at Wimbledon, apparently went to see the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery because the actor enjoyed meeting the soldiers and the horses after he was so impressed with their performances earlier this year. Way to go, Tom. You know what I really love about Tom? He's let the royal family and Harry and Meghan know where his allegiance lies, that he's not impressed. You know what I'm saying? He's sticking where the class act is. Love it. Next up, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Gloucester, I know I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry guys, officially opened the new Heart and Lung Research Institute on the new campus. Now, this area has set up a very ambitious target to develop at least 10 new proof of concept drugs or a diagnostic approach within the next 5 years. Because apparently in the UK, 1 in 4 deaths is caused by cardiovascular disease and 1 in 5 by respiratory disease. So the Duchess there met some of the research team who's helping drive the breakthroughs in prevention, early diagnosis, treatment of diseases that represent the largest global health burden. The Duchess then went on a tour. She got to see the labs that showcased all the cardiovascular research. She then went to the lung injury unit, and then she went to the clinical research facility, and she was very excited to see all the collaboration that's already thriving there to help everybody, and a very exciting day. I think that's wonderful news for everybody in the UK. What a beautiful campus. Don't you guys agree? I love it. So before we finish up, I just have to show you a perfect example of what I call a deluded Sussex Squad fan member. This woman put up that she was at the City Summer Concert and she's never noticed so many women wearing hats that Meghan wore, and Meghan started a trend, and look at this, and she put up this pictures. So this is when I like to see responses like this one that somebody put on her time wall, pointing out that other stars have been wearing those hats for years. But what I really loved were the photos that were put up, because it just shows the stars from years ago. Here's Prince Charles. Look how young he is in this picture. Meghan probably wasn't even born at that time. But my favorite all-time photo was this one about to pop up. This one. I always find it interesting that they will not admit that she is copying from them. Instead, they're copying from her, even though here's Jennifer Aniston in 2014 wearing one. Ugh. I wonder what their average education level is. That's a little scary. All right, I managed to grab a picture of Toodles and a picture of Tigger. They were actually getting along for once. They were sitting on the couch together. Here's some photos, and here is a quick little video. Watch this. Aw, one's sleeping. Did I wake you, Tick Tick? Hi, Toodles. Hi. Hi, Tick Tick. You know, I found this saying on Twitter, and it's just like it was made for Harry. Your maturity is working through trauma and not using it as a never-ending excuse for your poor behavior, which is what Harry is doing. He's using the death of his mother to offset every crappy thing that he's saying and doing, and he's asking basically for a pass from everybody because his mother died. How many people in this world have lost their mothers at that age or younger, and yet they grow up to be responsible, respectful people? But for some reason, Harry just can't seem to pull that together. So you guys know I want all those comments, so don't forget to leave them below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified of future uploads. If you've already hit the bell, please just double check and make sure that it's still, that you still hit the button, that you're still subscribed to my channel. Just double check it. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Getter, Rumble. You can email me. To those who have donated to my coffee fund, and for those who have hit the thank button, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.